Yo, what's up guys, it's Nick Lake here, back with another tutorial for y'all. Today I'm gonna show you how to make beats for Lil Baby and Lil Durk in the style of the recent album, The Voice of Our Heroes. But before we go any further, leave a goddamn like and a comment on this video so the YouTube algorithm likes me a little bit more. Anyways, I'm gonna go over a few points when making beats in this style. These beats are often very melodic and have a more emotional feel, but not too sad. There's a lot of piano sounds, strings, and also some analog synth sounds. The melodies varies through the track, and there will often be different melodic patterns that will come in and out, like for the verses and the chorus and so on. The drums in these beats will often have crazy hi-hats, and you don't have to go too crazy with the perks, because the hi-hats often provides a lot of the bounce here. The 808s are more sparse but hard hitting, and we will often have some parts where the 808 changes up and we have a more busy and crazy 808 pattern. As you can see, I've already made this beat. This beat is up on my beat channel. I'm gonna go over each element and my thought process and give some tips. But first, I'm gonna give a little taste of what this sounds like.
Nick going crazy, ayy.
Yeah. First things first, this is the main melody, the piano melody, and this is the first thing I made. And I went into Analog Lab, and I think I'm using the American Grey Road preset. This is the pattern. Here I just was playing around on my keyboard and found this little melody, and then I just repeated it a bunch of times and then changed these notes so it creates more movement and more interest in the melody. Like, as you can see, this part stays the same through the whole melody, but not this part. And then I added these low notes, just add some few extra notes here and there to create more movement and bounce in the melody. I felt this added a lot of interest and bounce to the melody. Like small notes like this, and here adds a lot to the melody, I think. Not something everyone notices, but I think it's still worth to do it. Then these high piano notes. These are actually triplets. And here, as you can see, I've added some delay. And a tip to get a more wide delay, like stereo wide, just take the pan offset. Like, this will make one side of the stereo of the pan a little bit delayed. Then I added these strings from Philharmonic 2. I used the viola sus FF accents. These are actually the same high notes from the piano melody. As you can maybe see, B, C sharp, D, B, C sharp, D. Then this exhale vocal. Sometimes like this, you just want to have one note or two notes each bar just to create some texture. And this is what the whole melody for this section sounds like. Then for this other section, you can see here, I have added a exhale pattern, which I will play for you now. Simple, I just played it on my keyboard. A lot of the time it's just experimenting and just seeing what you like. It's not more complicated than that. And this is the main piano melody half-timed. And this is what that sounds like. So that's it for the melodies actually, and now I'm gonna move over to the drums. So this is our whole drum bounce right now. Straightforward clap pattern, a open hat, a rim playing. This is my hi-hat pattern, which is the most important, in my opinion, in these beats, for the drum bounce, obviously. A tip is to have empty space because sometimes empty space creates more bounce than if you were just to fill it with something else. Don't underestimate to use silence as an instrument in your music making. That sounded corny as fuck. And the kick pattern, as you can see, is really sparse. And here is the 808. As you can see here, I've kept it pretty straightforward here. And then in the second bar, we have a more crazy like roll at the end. This is something I recommend doing like almost in every beat, just having a longer 808 pattern where you can have different notes and variations instead of having one really busy 808 pattern that people will get tired of really fast. There's not too much variation in the drums, just this hi-hat variation with a few more stops than the original. This comes in at the kind of the bridge pause section here, where we have only the halftime piano playing. For arrangement, as you can see, drums are almost playing through the whole track. Just hi-hats dipping out now and then, and also the 808 playing pretty steadily through the whole track, just not here. Instead, we have variation in the melodies with different sections and keeping it interesting. I don't think there's not much left to say. If you want more inspiration for these types of beats, actually just listen to the album and then try to actually listen for how the drums are made, how the melodies are made, what feeling does it give you, and then try to recreate that. But anyways, thank you all for watching, and I'm gonna play this goddamn beat for y'all now, and see y'all in the next one.
Nick going